You may not hear this brand all the time, but I'm sure it sounds familiar. ZTE is a Chinese tech company that's making a comeback here in the Philippines. At isa sa mga smartphones na nirelease nila is this ZTE Blade V41 Vita. It's a 6.6-inch 5G-ready affordable smartphone that comes with a price tag of only under 12,000 pesos. Interesting, diba? Add to that pa its OS that serves a stock Android experience. We made an unboxing video of it before, so if you want to see that, just click here on the upper right corner or sa description box below. Meanwhile, if you want to dive deeper and get to know kung ito na ba ang susunod na smartphone mo, then just keep on watching. This is Justin and this is our ZTE Blade V41 Vita 5G review. So, simulan na natin sa design and feel niya. Our first reaction is its thick AF, which is not surprising in its range, but just putting it out there that it's quite bulky. Sa likod, we have a black satin textured design with two circular camera modules that has a goldish rim to emphasize the cameras. Then beside those is yung LED flash niya. And if you can notice, meron din siyang thin, glossy black band sa may gitna that covers the entire length of the smartphone. In a way, the brand is successful in making it look premium, yet its plastic build gives away its price range. Di naman ganun kahalata, especially from afar. However, we do still suggest using a case on for that extra protection and to avoid yung mga dirt and smudges. Checking out the buttons and ports, on the right side are your volume rocker and power trigger, which also serves as a physical fingerprint scanner. The sensor is expectedly quick and dependable. Personally, mas prefer ko pa din yung ganitong physical fingerprint scanner. The same unlocking quality can be said for its face unlock. It's fast and accurate. Meanwhile, sa left side naman is the SIM tray for 2 nano SIM cards. So yeah, there's no room for a micro SD card here. On top is a secondary microphone, while on the bottom are its down-firing speakers, USB-C port, main microphone, and a trusty 3.5mm audio port. Pagdating naman sa display, nicely we get a large 6.6-inch LCD screen with a full HD plus resolution. The bezels are very slim na may konting kakapalan lang sa taas and baba. Also visibly found on the top part is its small front camera notch, called speaker, and a tiny light indicator for notifications and whenever the phone is charging. I like that we almost get a full screen experience here. The colors are good and vibrant, though its outdoor visibility can be improved. It's a pretty average LCD screen with 60Hz refresh rate and a pixel density of 399 pixels per inch. Tulad ng ibang phones, the display customization in the settings is equipped with dark mode, adjust color temperature, read mode, night light mode, and even the option to change the system font. Yung system animation speed is found under the personalization settings, so we like to tweak this to brisk para mabilis. Generally, this display is very good for everyday use like watching videos and multitasking. Audio-wise naman, the loudness is very good for its range. Clear siya at something I can use a lot for speaker calls. However, may pagkasabog siya when the volume is set to max, so we do not recommend doing that. The quality leans more on highs and sounds a bit airy. Buti na lang you can always take advantage of its headphone port to get a better listening experience with your wired headsets. Focusing on cameras at the back, this device packs a 50-megapixel f1.8 main camera that's paired with a 2-megapixel macro and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. Yung quality ng standard photos niya under good lighting conditions is surprisingly impressive. Madalas we get sharp outputs with natural-looking colors. They're a bit saturated, but like I said, they're natural-looking. Its rear camera dynamic range is a hit or miss, but it's great when you get a good shot. Something I noticed is when it's handling the color white, they can be blue-hued cooler than usual sometimes. There's no wide-angle option here, but you can zoom in up to 20 times. Kaya lang wala dito yung shortcut zoom options. You may also check out its 50-megapixel mode na nakalagay sa more options. When we tried it, the quality was quite close to the standard mode with sharper details and of course, higher quality. Now, the portrait camera is so-so. Maganda yung quality niya, but it can struggle at times with the depth effect. Either way, usable siya for social media posts. Moving on, favorite camera feature namin dito is of course yung night mode. For a 12K phone, the quality is excellent. We like how it has a very good brightness and contrast and rare yung washed parts that we often get in this range. Just make sure na steady yung phone when taking a shot because it takes about 12 seconds to capture. For selfies naman, its 8-megapixel f2.0 front shooter is just alright. Most of the time, they lean more on cooler tones and have tendencies to look washed. Nonetheless, we appreciate pa din that the details are on point, so pwede na. Videos on the other hand can shoot only up to 1080p with a stabilization toggle in the settings. The quality is vivid yet too contrasty to our liking. Noticing yung stabilization niya, naglalakad ako dito so it should be very shaky. Safe to say it's done a mid-smooth job here. For other camera features in the app, there's manual, panorama, mono, macro, and built-in filters. Okay, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung performance niya. It's nice to know that the company didn't skimp on the chipset they used here. The ZTE Blade V41 Vita 5G is powered by the 6nm MediaTek Dimensity 810 octa-core processor with up to 2.4 GHz clock speed. There's also a Mali-G57 MC2 GPU and 5G support. Ready din ito with 128GB UFS 2.2 internal storage and 6GB of RAM that can be expanded up to 5GB virtual RAM. For everyday use, reliable ito. Navigating is a smooth experience na may rare laggy occasions pag maraming apps na nakabukas. To fix this, just make sure that you often close the apps that are running in the background. Then when we tried it for playing heavy games like Genshin Impact, okay naman siya. It's playable, but of course expect some lags when playing under medium to high graphics settings. Well, this device isn't designed for gaming after all. We ran it through our usual benchmark apps and here are the results we got. In terms of connectivity, of course, we have 5G, 4G LTE, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, OTG, GPS, dual nano SIM, and FM radio. Now powering this device is an averagely large 4,500 mAh battery with 22.5 watts fast charging. With the charger included, we can fully charge the phone within 2 hours. Pwede na! Nung dinaan namin ito sa PC Mark Work 3.0 battery test, we got a total of 12 hours and 43 minutes. For everyday use, I can say na kaya nito ang one whole day kung hindi ka masyadong naglalaro ng games or mag-streaming online. If you'll use it mostly for calling, messaging, and browsing, it should last you a day and a half. Alright, now let's check out software. This ZTE Blade V41 Vita 5G is running on Android 12 with the brand's UI MyOS 12.0.6. Undeniably, it provides a simple stock Android look with the alphabetically ordered app drawer and a generally straightforward interface. May mga konting pre-installed apps lang like Booking.com, WPS Office, and some games that you can always uninstall if you like. If you want to customize the system's appearance and other options, then head over to personalization settings. Dito, besides the wallpaper, you're free to tweak the icon, colors, font, and animation speed. This is not new at all, but it's always nice to have. So before we talk about our final thoughts, here's a list of its pros and cons. You know the drill, pause nyo na lang if you need more time. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. If I have 12,000 pesos, would I consider this phone? Well, it's a yes if I'm into that stock Android interface and if I'm not maarte with the display and even with my selfies. Solid though for its price. It might seem basic, but I prefer to call it just the essentials. Okay siya as a secondary work phone or kahit daily driver if you're not a demanding user. And yeah, thank you for watching this review. We hope it helped, and if you're into gadget reviews and updates, please do subscribe to our channel for more. Once again, this is Justin, and I'll see you next time!